Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker.
Where's Todd?
I don't know. How's everybody doing today? It is Thursday.
Sure is.
Thursday the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Almost into May.
Valerie, if you look at the lower right-hand corner of your screen, you should have a date down there.
Oh, yeah. I know. I didn't even think about that. I had to look at my calendar. I needed to get a glimpse of this too, so
Who?
It was all worth it.
Who was it?
Elvis.
No.
Of course.
I have an Elvis poster and a calendar and then all my garb. Not garb.
Garb. That sounds like garbage.
Yeah. You know, my ex-sister-in-law, she liked Elvis, but some of her girlfriends really liked Elvis. Probably like you like Elvis. And they begged her to go to one of the girls had gotten some like fourth row seat tickets, and they begged her to go with them. And she's like, fine. And in her mind, she was like, I'm not going to be one of these silly girls, that get over there and cry and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She said about 45 minutes into the show, tears were running down her face, and she's like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah. I can't
that effect on people.
Can't even imagine seeing him in person. I mean, that would just be amazing. And growing up, I liked Elvis, but I wasn't like, a big fan, but I liked him because my mom liked him.
Mm-hmm.
But
he died in 1977, didn't he?
Yeah. August 16th.
I don't know.
I think it was August 16th. Because he was born in January 8th, I think, is when he was born. But yeah, it really wasn't until I was an adult that I, really appreciated him and, realize the things that he did. And I would love to go to Elvis Week in Memphis. I think that would be like one of the top 10.
What is it, like a bunch of Elvis impersonators and stuff?
No, well, there's impersonators, but there's also just people from all over the world that go to that. And it's every single year. And they all gather there at Graceland and the museum across the street, and and just come together. There's just a whole slew of them.
Yeah.
Have you been to Graceland?
I have been to Graceland. Mike actually took me there a couple years. Was it a couple years? I think a couple years, or the year before he died. But we went to Nashville, and then we went to Memphis. And he couldn't wait to get out of Memphis. He was like, we are not staying here. We're leaving tonight. Or as soon as you get done doing whatever you're doing, we're leaving. I'm sure that he had heard different, things about Memphis. And, you don't want to be there after dark. And
it's just gotten very rough.
Stuff like that. So, but I would want to do that one day.
There's Todrick.
There's Todd.
What's up?
Good morning. You're late.
Whoa.
I have to dock your pay.
Sorry.
No, if she docks your pay, that means you owe her money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. We understand. There's some things that are more important.
No, I just lost track of time and go, oh, it's after 8. I better get in the show.
Uh-oh.
Todd, have they opened up the what was it, the Lutheran Church rummage sale that they had on Thursday? So they opened it back up yet?
Yeah, they've been running it once a week for about a month now. So
Have
like
you been?
almost exactly a year and a month they were closed down for COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been. I picked up a few things.
Is your girlfriend still there?
Yes.
The hag, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Hey,
old
Lori.
dried up 100-pound prune evil witchy lady. Yes,
No,
she's
Todd,
still there.
Todd, if she was to start giving you all kinds of deals, see, you're not sweet talking these old ladies. You're supposed to go in there and sweet talk them, so they'll give you a break. Hey, Shirley.
Shoot. Usually with women, all I have to do is show up and they go, "Ooh, you're cute. How about a date, baby?"
Morning, Julie. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning.
Good morning, Hank. And Kelly.
Good morning, Hank. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. How's everybody doing Thursday?
Good.
Thursday, run around Thursday.
Yep.
I did mine yesterday. And I kind of did a thing.
Uh-oh.
I bought probably, I don't know, roughly 500 plus Hot Wheels off of John the Cincinnati Picker. We were driving around in Teresa's Jeep because we dropped Benji off at the groomer, and this ad pops, or this, I was looking through Facebook Marketplace, and this, right there, I was like, "Ooh, look at all the Hot Wheels!" Didn't even pay attention to how many totes it was. Just seen the price, so I messaged this. I didn't realize it was him at first, and I messaged, said, "Well, how many are there?" And when the message popped up, it said John Yarbury. I said, "Oh, I know who that is." I said, "That's John the Cincinnati Picker." So he said, "Oh, about 500, and so I was like, "Okay, I'm coming after them. I want them, I want to get them because they're from the 90s, and there's Coca-Cola collectibles. It's all kinds of, and they're all new seal, diecast NASCAR. I mean, just all kinds of stuff." So we get there. He's like, "Oh, there's 9 totes." I'm like, "How many?"
9?
9 totes we got. Well, we were able to combine 2 or 3 into 2 of the larger ones, but they're, the long totes. They're like, so we shoved all those in Teresa's Jeep. I put the seats down. We had all these
my God.
seats, and I bought a couple action. I'm going to do a video on it here shortly. Got some action figures because what he did is he got him another location. So he's trying to liquidate what he's got that's not listed, so he don't have as much to move. So, and here I just cleaned out that back room. I mean, I loaded my truck up and took it off the donation. So now all these are going back there. I said,
Wow.
I got enough Hot Wheels to last me probably, as far as listing goes, for the next few months, unless I just lot them all together and stuff like that. But there's some really nice pieces in there. So he gave me a really good deal. And so
That's
I
fun.
messaged him. I said, "Hi, John." I said, "This is Laurie, the Thrifty Picker." He's like, "Oh, hi, Laurie."
No, does she have like a Cherokee style?
She's
Jeep,
got the
or does she have-
Wrangler. It's a
so
Wrangler.
that's like the CJ, the old
Yeah,
CJ.
It's
that
4-door.
style.
It's a 4-door Wrangler.
Oh, that's not it.
But still, there was 3 of the long totes. They're probably almost 3 feet long.
Right.
And we were turning them in this, and then she eyeballed it was a Coors Light, like a replica hood, a NASCAR hood. And she's like, "Oh, I like that," and we were loading up, about done, I paid him and stuff. I said, "Teresa, is there anything else you want to look at?" Because, she was looking at stuff too. And she's like, "I really like that sign." He said she can have it. So he gave her that sign. So she's tipped it.
Wow.
Nice.
And it's signed. I don't know who it was signed by. I didn't even think to ask you, but it's got number 40 on it. And I'll have to look that up. But she put it in the bar. So that's what she wanted it for, was to hang it in the bar.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
So he's a great guy. He is so nice.
Oh, he is.
He is super, super nice. So,
Yeah.
but
How
yeah.
far are you away from Cincinnati?
I am probably 30 minutes at most, depending on traffic. So, and he's in Mainville area, so he's probably roughly 20 minutes from me. So at most, because we kind of shop the same yard sale circuits from time to time. So, because you always see that Reds hat be bopping around, you know.
No,
That's
That's
pretty
all.
cool.
that's
That's pretty cool.
fun.
Good deal.
I couldn't pass it up though. So
Yeah.
Get them
Sorry.
listed.
I'm going to be working on it today. As soon as I get the haul video done, I'll probably do maybe a separate haul for each coat just to go through each one because there's so many. I was like, oh my God, what have I done? But it's worth it.
That's exciting. I mean,
It
that's
is. I mean, it's like, ooh, you talk about motivation. Lacey's going to come in here and think, Mom, did Hot Wheels throw up in here or what? I got totes sitting all over, you know.
Toys are so fun. I love toys.
I love it. I said, and he had coffee mugs. He had boxes upon boxes of coffee mugs. And you know, I love my coffee mugs, but I don't have anywhere for them. He had probably about 10 boxes, these little, I don't know, 14x9 boxes full of coffee mugs, and a bunch of them were Starbucks. I'm like, you're killing me, John. Where I could have got those. I got everything. I used every inch of space in that Jeep. Plus me, I had to push my seat up. You know, I got long legs.
right.
So I'm sitting like this on the way home. Because the seat's all the way up, and I'm against the dashboard. I'm like, don't hit any major bumps, you know. Teresa's over dying laughing at me. So
Well, you could go back and get them.
it was like trying to put a giraffe in a Hot Wheel after we got the seats all moved up.
Did you hear me, Lori? You could
What's
go back
that?
and get them. You could go
Yeah,
back and get
and then
them.
he's got some other stuff. I've been sitting, you know, it's like I'm laying there last night thinking, maybe I should have got those, and maybe I should have got those. So, but yeah.
I wonder if you have any jewelry left.
I don't know. I didn't ask. I got plenty of that, so I didn't ask.
I have plenty of it too, but I still want more.
Jewelry
It's
like that. It just you can get so much stuff and it doesn't take up a bunch of space. And,
No, it doesn't.
So yeah.
I like doing jewelry too. I like sitting there in the evenings, and sometimes I'll just sit and do that, you know, in the evenings after I get done over here.
Yeah.
Clipboard, my little bag, and I'm good to go.
I put piles out in my last garage sale, and people would always comment like, "Your wife must really like jewelry," you know. And I'm like, well, she likes jewelry, but that's not where all this came from. Where'd you get it? So, funny.
Mr.
It's
Sadie.
not jewelry.
Aw.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You're supposed to say, "Excuse me, that's mine. I put it on Saturday night and go to town."
Good morning, Mr. Sadie. He said, hello, friends. Sorry to report after a long day trip Sunday to my see my wife's dying uncle. While unpacking the car, my best friend in the world, Champ, my little Champ, was run over in front of my house.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Sorry to hear that, Mr. Sadie.
I'm so sorry.
That is terrible.
I know that was your buddy.
Oh.
He said, I'm just devastated.
It's so hard to lose a pet.
It is.
You know, your family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
Absolutely.
true.
That's horrible.
We'll definitely be keeping it in our thoughts.
Hmm.
Um,
Hope you're okay.
there's no words.
No,
No.
there's not.
Think of the happy thoughts.
Yeah.
My mom had a little Chihuahua Yorkie mix, and she had him for 16 years. He was like one of her boys.
Yeah.
Because when they went on vacation, if they were not flying, then he went with them.
Hmm.
And when he died, I thought we were going to have to bury my mom. She was just so devastated.
Wow.
And since then, she has not had any other pets.
Wow. Yeah, it's hard to find another, to get back into that after one has gone.
Mhm.
Right.
It's you don't want to be disappointed again. You
Yeah.
don't like that feeling. So it's a hard thing to do. I completely understand.
Yeah,
I had,
Teresa. Go
I
ahead.
love you, Mr. Sadie.
Mm. I thought Teresa was devastated when Tanner passed, and she's still every now and then a memory will pop up on Facebook. She'll be over there crying.
Yep.
So it's like,
I tell this one she has to go out. She can't go until after I go.
no.
I couldn't stand it without my little girl.
Speaking of pets, I was taking a shower this morning. And I looked down. There's Bambi in the shower. Well, hello. She leaves, and I'm washing my hair, rinsing. Look down. There's the cat, Jersey. Like, you little creeper, get out of here.
Little peekaboo.
Bambi, that was the first time she jumped. I mean, she literally just jumped in. I think she was wondering what I was doing. She's never jumped in the shower before. I'm like, are you that? Because it was hot last night. It wasn't hot enough to turn the air on, but it was hot and sticky. And so I had a hot flashlight. So as soon as I got up this morning, I jumped in the shower. So I'm like, oh, you need a shower too.
Lord, our air conditioner's been on a month.
I'm about ready to turn it on because I do not like trying to sleep when it's hot. I had every fan in the window on, and it was raining. I didn't care.
It's hard to sleep when it's hot and sticky. Then there'll be a point where I have to click it on. But
Yeah.
I got hot at 2:00 in the morning this morning, and I was like, "Why am I hot?" And then, of course, when an old man like me wakes up in the middle of the night, you got to go pee. So,
Oh yeah.
So I look over at my clock, and it's turned off. There is no time on it. So then I go, "What the heck?" And then I hear rumbling in the distance. So we got a great big old thunderstorm last night. And so the power turned off, and the air conditioner, I don't know how long it was off, long enough for me to get hot.
Mm-hmm.
So I get up stumbling to the bathroom, and it's just pitch black. And every once in a while, a lightning flash will go, "Oh, there's the thing you just ran into with your bare foot."
Ow.
So, yeah, one of the few times in my life I actually sat down to pee because I didn't want to miss. And, went in, found my phone, so I got a little flashlight on my phone turned on, so got me a drink of water and back to bed. And next thing I know, Gwen is awake resetting her alarm so she doesn't miss work.
yeah,
So the electricity came back on after about, I don't
y'all,
know how long it was off, probably about an hour.
y'all should have batteries in your clocks.
I was about to say the same thing.
If the power goes out, then you'll still have your clock.
Yeah, I think there's a compartment for putting batteries in there, but
That's what that's there for. It's not.
I
Yeah,
never.
took him out to
That's
press
you can
something else,
have your dollar
probably.
bills in there. It's for batteries, Todd.
I put a bunch of gold coins in there, so
Yeah, it goes out.
because my 8, safes are completely full. I can't.
Right.
I gotta have other places to put.
Mhm. Yeah, other stashes.
I'm gonna have to start pulling Binion. All this
Yeah,
hidden silver.
put them up on the wall. Anyway, yeah, that was an eventful, very little sleep night. It's
Yeah,
supposed to rain all day today and tonight. So
I'm raining now.
Her too.
got your boat out.
no, I sold it last summer.
Ow. Better get your little inflatable ring.
They'll just go get out in the pool and
Your water wings. Get your water
Yeah.
on.
I got my Finding Nemo floaties, so I'll be fine.
How's sales going?
What's that?
Come on now.
I've had two sales on Facebook and two sales on eBay and 3 on Facebook in the last 3 days.
4.
Mm.
I got 4.
It's just slow.
What else for? Tell them how many you got.
I got a couple.
Okay.
I got
I got one, but it is a Kenny G CD that I've had for like 2.5 years,
Wow.
and they paid like $18 for it.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Wow.
what? I get on there and it starts saying the name, and then it cuts off, and I'm like, what is that? I don't even know what that is. What? And you know, I could only see like the front of the CD cover, but it wasn't really big because it was on my phone, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
Do I even have that anymore?
And then I open it and I'm like, holy cow. I didn't even know if I had it on my shelf. I was like praying. I was like, oh my God, I really hope.
That's a pretty sexy price you got for that.
Yeah. Has anybody had their prices like changed mysteriously by eBay to like an outrageous amount?
No.
I had a lady message me Tuesday night. She was like, "I really love these earrings, but why are they so expensive?" I look at the picture. I'm like, "Well, they're only like $9.99." And so I said, "I better go check something." So I brought it up. It was $999.99.
Oh,
for a pair of $9 earrings. I'm like, what in the holy hell? How did that happen?
Were you listening with your eyes closed or what?
I do that all the time. I forget to put the decimal point in. You want $2,400 for that watch? No, I thought I put $40. Yeah.
Because there was more 9s than I would have put. There should have only been 3 9s. I was like, what in the hell? So I said, I messaged her back. I said, oh my God, no wonder they haven't sold.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful when you listen from your app because, at least on mine, it shows up the thing about the automatic reduction in price.
Uh-huh.
And I've had to go back and check a couple of mine because it's like, did I hit the wrong button on that? Because I'm like just clicking through them.
Oh
the problem I've had is here lately is it'll change my that I want to list it immediately to scheduling a time, and so it'll hit it's on yes for schedule a time, and then it just does an automatic time or whatever. So I have to go back into the listing because I look and it's not in my drafts anymore. But then if you go back, it'll say under scheduled listings. So you'll have to click on that and then go back into it, revise it, and click no on that part. And then also another thing is I can't find first class in my shipping option.
On your mobile? Yeah, that's a glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can find it on your desktop, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's what they were saying, that it was a glitch on the mobile.
Mm-hmm. So I just have to close, save that up and then go back to my desktop and fix it.
Yeah. Morning, Shelly. Morning, Joanne.
Hi, girls. I'm wheezing.
You're wheezing.
That Levi's blue jean jacket got an opening bid of $60.
Whoop, whoop.
So 6 more days for it to sell.
What'd you start it at? 60?
60. Yeah. I was going to do 75, but I thought, I'm making a lot of money at 60 plus.
Yeah.
I like to watch the bids come in. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I really hope you get a lot of money for it.
I do too.
I
I
hope
think
you get
it'll
one of
go
those.
for about 100 because I don't know why.
I'm gonna put that it's gonna go up to, you're gonna get $145 for that jacket.
Nah.
That is that's my guess.
I'm gonna say 128.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Who's the old man up there? That's Tom.
What'd you say? 128, Sally?
128.
What'd you say, Tom?
On his jacket, he'll get $256 for it.
No way.
Wait,
Damn good jacket.
I'm gonna say 185.
Dang. I hope y'all are right. I'm gonna say 100.
He's like, you have more faith in me than I do.
I need to
Yeah.
look at my
I wrote
Levi's
that
jeans
down.
jacket. I might have one of those too and not even realize it.
that's all written down.
Todd's got the luck of the Irish or whatever that phrase is, and
That was just, you'll go to some garage sales and there'll be a stack of blue jeans or a stack of shirts,
Mhm.
I'm just kind of flipping through stuff and there's some jeans. Jeans. I don't know if I want to buy jeans. Hey, that's a jacket. Pull it out. Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh yeah. Mine.
Mine.
Also, those denim shirts are doing well right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denim jackets, denim shirts. That stuff always does really, really well. Even long sleeve, It always does really well. So I have 10 going out.
Good job. That's fabulous.
9 eBay, 1 Facebook Marketplace. So that's good.
I
y'all
don't
doing any-
understand how you sell 3 times as much as me, but then I go, oh yeah, you've got 3 times as much stuff as me listed. So maybe that has something to do with it.
And
Todd,
she's Cyber Day.
Todd, these people that list a lot every day, they sell a lot.
I don't, that's
Yep.
the thing too, is I don't list a lot, but I list every day. Every single day I put listings out. So
Well, I list almost every day, but some days I'll do 3.
yeah,
Some days I'll do 5. Some days I'll do, I'm ambitious. I got 8 done. Yay.
Or if Gwen's wanting to go someplace, he's like, I better get 10 done today.
yeah. But
Oh,
Are y'all still?
Great though.
Are you still listing on Poshmark?
no. I'm taking this hiatus from Poshmark right at the moment. I'm just focusing on eBay.
I think it was a feed. I don't know whether it was a line of conversation in the resellers thing or somebody else. They were talking about a lot of people were taking a hiatus from Poshmark.
Yeah, I just wanted to really put all of my energy and not really have to worry about anything else. Just just think about eBay and just try to and that's what I've been focusing on since I've been back from North Carolina, is just list, and I've done it. I've done it.
yeah. When you guys are talking about all the sharing and all the parties and this and that going on it, I was like, I don't want to do that. So I never have.
It's really not that bad, but I mean, it sounds like a lot, but you're just promoting yourself is all you're doing rather than putting on promoted listings, So, it just depends on how much your time's worth. Kelly says she still is on Poshmark. Just don't share much on there. So, and that's okay too. I mean, even if you have stuff over there, you know, and it's just there and you're not sharing, it's okay too, because eventually somebody will find that in the chat and the search, and you know, they'll buy your stuff too. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I put mine on vacation one day and I just haven't taken it off yet.
Yeah.
And just trying to figure out what I'm doing with it. You know, I don't know if I want to keep it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'll always have the account. I'll always keep the account because it took me a long time. You know, it took a lot of hard work to get, you know, to where I was. But I think, you know, we'll have to see how things go. If
You started slowing down on Poshmark, right? When all your stuff kept coming back from ThreadUp.
yeah,
That was about the time you slowed down your Poshmark. Was
Are you still doing a lot of ThreadUp?
No, I actually everything is pulled back. I've gotten everything back, which was over 1,000 pieces, and that's all listed on eBay. So I think I have one box that I'm expecting a delivery of, and then I have one more waiting on ThreadUp, and then that's it.
Wow.
But so I'm almost done. I'm almost clear of them.
Yeah, we didn't think you were going to be done until like August or something.
And I just started, I mean, literally just really started ramping down, you know, at the beginning of the year. So that's only, that's been four months.
I really thought you would have found a place to do them wholesale, but then you started listing your butt off.
Yeah. I had to. I just
got up so many hundreds of listings since the first of the year, and I'm like, man, she's just going at it. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. I'm too old to do that. I'm a wimp. You know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like Tom.
Shelly says, what store do you have on eBay? I have the premium. I had the Anchor before they made the, you know, the changes. So, but I did go down to the premium store. But I mean, that is definitely my goal, is to, I like to get 10,000 listings in my store. So, Dolly, are you okay?
Yeah.
You're getting the yawns.
Did you work last night, Sally?
Yeah, right.
Yep, she did.
Yeah, I worked last night.
You need some energy.
I know. That's why I ate, but it didn't help. Oh.
So I'm down. What am I down now? I don't even think I figured it out.
You got a boatload of
30
stuff a couple of days ago, didn't you?
Who?
You. That you had to have the new storage building.
Well, that's just for my current stuff.
Oh, that's just for your current stuff. I thought you went out and bought a bunch of stuff.
No. I've been living off of my hoard. I've been listing off of what I had unlisted. So that's all. I haven't been shopping. I haven't been thrift shopping or anything like that. Let's see. Kelly said, so I got on the Zoom interview yesterday and had to wait 45 minutes before anyone got onto the interview. I think it went okay, but of course they ended with the standard, we're still interviewing for this position. A local clinic job giving COVID vaccinations. Yeah. So just think positive. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yes, Joanne. Definitely goals. I want to definitely grow my eBay. Let's see.
So you want to get 10,000 listings.
Don't you
What
want to
did
sell
Mary
anything?
say that she was at the other day?
Huh?
What did Mary say that she was at the other day?
50 something, 55, 50, 5,600 listings. I think that's what she's somewhere around there.
Yeah. That's a lot. And it takes a lot of room to store a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
Well, yeah,
Are you still selling a lot of clothes?
that's the majority of what I sell. The majority of what I sell, the majority of what I list. But I mean, like I said yesterday, I probably have about 150 pieces of clothing left, which that sounds like a lot. That's really not a whole lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And I mean, I have boxes of other stuff, but I mean, as far as clothing, that's all I've got left out of all of my unlisted inventory. So now probably Tuesday, I plan on going on to the bag sale.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the bag sale.
Todd, you want to jump on a listing 150 pieces of clothing?
No, I probably got 50 to get listed. I got jeans and stuff,
Yeah.
but
I'll be
I always figure I'll get to the clothes when I run out of good stuff to sell. So
And I think just the opposite. I want to get the clothes done before I
Yeah.
get anything else.
Uh,
But I've been
You know-
doing really good with them. I mean, I've been, like I said before, I'm 3 times my 90-day total is 3 times more than it was in December.
Yeah.
So
Which is crazy.
it has exploded.
Yeah.
It has exploded.
Well, when you're out looking, if you run across any of the men's like 70 shorts, the tennis shorts and stuff like that, they were short.
Mm-hmm.
The men's shorts are coming back. My nephew works for a company. They make sportswear.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what they do is they slap their brand on everything and sell it. But anyway, his boss just came back from New York, and there was some kind of, I guess, industry convention up there, and they said that men's shorts were going to have 5.5-inch inseams.
Oh my goodness! They're gonna have to use some duct tape or something.
Well, that's when he told me that, I said, "Well, I'm gonna have to get me some extra supportive draws."
Exactly.
We wear
But he
short
said that's
shorts.
on a standard, on a standard size. Of course, if a person is 6 feet tall and they've got wider waist, then it gets longer. But he said on average it's gonna be 5.5-inch inseams on shorts.
So your boxer briefs are going to be sticking out below the shorts.
Mhm.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's the new
If
trend.
you- Unless you
Yep.
go commando, then other stuff will be
you're right.
sticking out below the
That's so scary.
It's-
Show your undies.
You wear short.
Do you remember do you remember those shorts the shorts that girls used to wear that were like exercise, like spandex?
Mm-hmm.
And they'd wear those little spandex shorts underneath
Yeah.
other shorts.
Yeah.
I
Like,
used to do
That
that.
was a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, back when I was in high school, it was spandex under boxer briefs.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were printed. Like, for instance, I had a pair of Ohio State ones, and that was the thing.
Yeah.
You wear your spandex shorts and boxer briefs over top.
Yeah.
And a t-shirt or tank top. Of course, I had the figure to do it back then, too, but wouldn't do it now.
Well, back when I was in elementary school, I remember girls, like when we'd have really cold weather down in Charleston, it'd get down to like 40. They would, the girls would wear like, they had to wear dresses. They couldn't wear, that was before anybody was allowed to wear shorts.
Right.
They would wear jeans up under their dresses.
Sure.
That was okay. But they couldn't just wear the jeans.
You got a bird for that.
Yep.
Do what?
I flipped you the bird.
For what? Really cold at 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valerie just about spit her drink out.
You got snow last week or the first part of this week.
T-shirt weather for us. Really
Yeah, that's
cold.
damn near summer right there.
Oh, that's a hot flash here in Ohio.
But you know what? I remember, I think it snowed one time when I can remember when I was in elementary school. And it was just enough to make everything gray looking. Everything gray looking. That's about it. That's how little it was. And it was like, it shut the whole peninsula down.
Yep.
I didn't know what it was. Oh my God, the sky's falling.
Joy says, Valerie, do you put measurements in your clothing list? Yes, I do.
Well, see, that's what gets me. If you could just go, okay, it's a blue blouse, size M, made by Poofy Doo Fashions. That would be okay. But you got to go in there and give all these blessed measurements. Well, the manufacturer said this was a junior large, whatever. No, that's not
Next,
good
they're
enough.
going to want thread count.
That's what gets me about clothes.
I mean, I'm pretty how would I say it? I'm pretty skimpy on the listings. Like I don't give everything. I give usually the bust or the chest and the length of the item, the length of the item. So I don't, but I have no problem answering questions if anybody has any other
Yeah, that's me too.
requests. So I'm not problem. I don't have a problem with that.
Once that little blue circle's filled in completely, I'm done with the item specifics.
Sure, absolutely.
Like, hey, that's all they want. They want you to fill that little circle. It's like a little video game. Okay, it's almost okay. Let me do this. In A. Okay, that does it.
Yeah. So
I passed that level.
Level up.
it's not that hard, to do it. And
Sally, you choose to live up there.
I chose to live up here.
Yeah, you chose to live up there. You could be living in
I
Alabama where it's at least 70 degrees.
choose it.
Huh?
I no longer choose it. It chose me.
Let's see, I got 68. We're warmer down here than Sally is up there right now.
yeah. I know we're 59. It's supposed to get into the 70s, I think. So it's actually supposed to be a really nice day. Shelly says, anyone have a cross listing app? I had List Perfectly for a while, and
That's me.
I'm done with them.
Why?
I'm done with all that.
Oh, you
I don't need it because I'm only
not-
listing on eBay.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have it. So I don't need it. Jim Chera says that's what happens in the north. It traps you there. That's what happens in California. They get their talons in you and they won't let you go.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're going to fix it so they can't get rid. Even if you move out, they're still going to be getting you. They're going to get you.
Oh my gosh, did you see the pictures of Jim and Tara's uniforms that they bought?
I seen the UK one.
Yeah, the University of Kentucky, they bought their old uniforms, all of them.
Oh wow.
They bought
Carol.
400 uniforms
Wow.
Hey, there's a lot of UK fans. I'm
for
telling
the
you.
UK University of Kentucky band.
Sometimes some people might buy it just to put it in a frame and hang it on their wall if they're huge fans of UK.
Yeah.
So just like Ohio State fans, people they buy whatever they want to put on their wall. So
She had a good looking listing of,
yeah, I seen that.
multiple sizes, choices, all that stuff. She sure is a professional lister.
Oh yeah.
Like a variation listing.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing.
Our band uniforms when I was in high school back there, many years ago, the jackets and the pants were wool. I don't know why they had them wool uniforms out here, because it would get, it's November and it's Friday night football and it's 80 degrees outside.
Yeah,
And those
that
big
was
hats.
just the standard that came from old military styles that the band uniforms were just copied after. We were still buying wool band uniforms in the 1990s. So they're real sturdy fabric. I mean, they would hold up to whatever. Band uniforms get abused.
Yeah,
They
we
really
had
do.
we had these gold vinyl overlays that covered the front of the jacket.
Yeah.
Because during concert season, we would just wear the jacket, the pants, a white shirt, and a black tie. But during the marching season, we had the same uniform, but it had this gold plastic overlay that went down the front and the back. We were the Trojans, and that thing would just seal the heat in.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would just, our band director, Mr. Hoff, he used to say, now, if you start feeling faint, you got to let somebody know so we can sit you down.
Mhm.
And people would fall out.
I love watching the marching bands, though, and I'm biased because I'm from Ohio, but I love the Ohio State marching band when they do all the different intricate designs and
Yeah.
that is really, and because they have the overhead cameras that watch them, and
Yeah.
it is so neat to see all those things they do. It's like, how in the world do they know what that's going to look like when they're doing it?
Right.
And it was
Have you ever
before
watched?
before drones were even around. You know what I mean? It's like, how do they know? It was so cool. They did Michael Jackson moonwalking across the football field. That was the coolest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did, Craig.
Morning, Carol.
Man, back in those days.
Yeah.
Did you direct the marching band too, Todd?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I don't hear very good nowadays. I was standing in front of too many drum lines.
Yeah.
That's the best part of the band is a drum line. I just love it.
The,
Oh yeah.
the high,
Keep going.
the high school I went to school at, they have the main director and then they have an assistant director, and so one looks after the main director. He looks after the concert section of it, and he oversees the marching band part of it too. But as far as actually the drilling of it into those kids, that's the assistant band directors. I happened to run into my band director. I only had him for 1 year, then I graduated from high school. He said, God, I would have loved to have that when he was still a band director, because he said it was a lot of work trying to figure out shows and stuff like that for the marching, and then start planning on concerts and getting all them sheet music together and everything. Good memories, though. Good memories. I sucked at playing, but I had a good time.
Sucked at playing. I kind of
Actually, I
doubt
blew a plane because I played a trumpet.
Sally,
Hmm.
go to bed.
I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, come on now. I can see your eyes.
I closed my eyes.
I was boring her. So she was just like trying to ignore me.
Speaking of boring, anybody see Ted Cruz sitting there with his eyes shut during last night's presidential
Oh my!
thing? They panned over on him, and he's sitting there, and he's all of a sudden he just closed his eyes. It's like I started laughing. And then they cut away from him real quick.
that old man Biden. He can put out some boring speeches now.
My
Yep.
attention span
I
just
thought
doesn't
that
make
was
it
funny.
anymore.
I said, "Did you see that? He's asleep."
Oh yeah.
Good Lord.
Kelly says I was in the marching band, and then my two oldest boys were in marching band, and I was a band mom who was out there dragging props on and off the field and dragging the pit instruments. Oh,
Mhm. A lot of work goes into the band. I mean, I think they're just sitting there playing music, but that's not all it is about.
no,
I mean, I wasn't in band. I was in sports, and then I was also in competition choir. But they kind of intertwine a little bit between the sports and the music and all that, and it was pretty neat. I got to see an inside look at how all that works. That's
Yeah, most of what marching band is just like moving a brigade of soldiers equipped for battle. It's just you got
And to get
equipment truck, you got the bus, you got the
Mhm.
kids, you got the uniforms, you've got
that's a lot of work to load and unload all that
Yeah.
stuff too.
yeah,
But
and
see, it's got more complicated over the years.
Mm.
It's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. When I was a band, everybody carried their instruments and stuck it on the band bus. Okay. Now, when my niece was in high school band, which would have been, she just turned 40, so whatever that works out to. They had one of those 4-wheel drive golf cart like
Mhm.
things. They pulled around to move all the drum cases around on a little trailer and all this kind of mess. And I'm thinking, damn, it's gotten complicated. I'm good.
You never would have thought you would have had marching band road crew groupies.
right.
They do.
Yeah, on our away trips, maybe there would be 2 parents on each bus for chaperones. Now it's like they take 3 busloads of band students, a semi full of band equipment, and then another bus full of band parents that's going along to help put all that
Well,
stuff together.
small school bands are still kind of like what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
even small school bands, you got bass drums, you got tubas,
Yeah.
they're not going to fit on the bus.
Todd, you've gotten soft in your old age.
Maybe
Mr.
Tara
Hoff would have said, boy, get those things on that bus now.
Tara says Tom had to drive the band's team of
Or should-
horses to get around.
Excuse me, I got a cough there.
But Tom be driving a herd of Clydesdales, and
That's
Yeah.
right.
instead of beer, he's got tubas and bass drums.
We have a town. I don't know whether any of y'all ever heard of Springs Industries. They're a textile mill. I think there's something else now, but it was created back in the late 1800s by Colonel Springs, and they basically ran Fort Mill, South Carolina, until about 15 years ago. Their band had new uniforms about every other year.
Wow.
Because one of the family members would go to a football game and they'd go over there to speak to the band, or when they had their Christmas parade, they would speak to the band. And if they saw like wear on the uniforms, or they were out of style, a month later, new uniforms were being delivered to the high school.
Wow.
I mean, that's the way they were. And their football team was the high school football team. Now there's like 3 high schools down there and everything else.
I always wanted to get band uniforms the color of nacho cheese because the kids always spill that crap all over their uniforms.
Well, one of the guys I went to high school with is a band director in Georgia, and he said their uniforms are like really lightweight polyester silk blend or something like that. He said they're real comfortable because it stays 80 degrees down there all year round.
Yeah.
But he said they don't last no time.
Yeah.
Craig, I played the piano. I attempted to learn to play the piano. I wasn't any good at that either because my ADD was just, looking back at it, my ADD was just too strong. I didn't know I had ADD, but I did because I didn't like to practice. I didn't like to practice in high school band either. But
that's just a teenager.
But I started playing the piano when I was 7. But you got to.
Yeah, I did that too. Mom let me quit piano lessons when I started being in band. No, I just didn't like piano.
No.
And now I wish.
My brother got pretty good at it, but I learned a few songs just enough to get me through the piano recitals, and then as soon as Mom said I could quit piano as soon as I joined the band, and man, I'm in the band. You can take that piano and shove it up your piano.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you got kids that are playing and they're struggling to practice, tell them to cowboy up and do it anyway. Because I regret not really putting the effort into it. But I was a little boy,
Yeah.
I just didn't know that when I become 60 years old, I would really like to be able to sit down and just play.
Yeah. Morning, Christy.
Hi, Christy.
I don't know what a Borax mule team is. Is that somebody that's like the Borax people have a mule team to pull their displays around?
You never seen the Death Valley Days TV show where they had the
Yeah.
sponsored by 20 Mule Team Borax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord! When I'm at Mom and Dad's house, we watch the Old People's channel. It's called Inspire. Let's see. We start off with Bonanza, then we go to Cheyenne, and then we switch it over to another channel and watch Jeopardy, and then we watch The Wheel, and then we watch. Then we watch 2 episodes of Family Feud every night, Monday through Friday.
I like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. I don't watch it every night, but if it's on, I'll watch it.
But you watch Jeopardy, you find out how much obscure knowledge you have accumulated through the years. Because I answered this question one night. My mom said, "How did you know that?" I said, "I don't know. I must have heard it somewhere."
Teresa just calls me a nerd when I sit there and answer the questions. Nerd. It's like, shut up. Can't help it if I know things.
That's right.
I like Family Feud with
Steve Harvey.
Paul Harvey. With Steve Harvey. Some of these people give some answers, and he gives some of the craziest looks. Like, what were you thinking about?
He's like,
hey, Christy.
Funny.
Oh, Richard Dawson, he was great.
You know, he's from Cincinnati. He lived in Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
My oldest brother knew him. Richard
I can
Dawson.
imagine Tom sitting around a crowd of people like that nerd mailman on Cheers, telling trivial crap that.
Right.
Cliff. Was it Clifford?
Cliff. And actually, they put Cliff on Jeopardy once, didn't they?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
I was never a Cheers fan. I just never liked that show.
He actually won one of the episodes, but they disqualified him because he answered wrong or something like that.
Answer
Oh, yeah.
But then they proved at the end he had answered correctly, and then I don't remember how all that ended. It was like 2 or 3 episodes. This
Wow.
clip being on Jeopardy was.
I thought of you one night last week, Todd, because the question was, what is the lady called that directs a marching band? And in my day, it was the drum majorette.
Mm-hmm.
But and then we had the baton twirlers who were the majorettes. Well, they said it was the majorette. This one guy said majorette, and they said that was correct. So I guess that's kind of a interpretation. But a majorette to us was always a baton twirler.
Yeah, that would probably be considered old school sexist now.
Yeah.
They're just a drum major like anybody else now, probably.
Right. That's right.
On YouTube, there is a drum major who from a university that's doing his last coming out on the field with the band. And it is amazing that boy can move forward as leaning back as far as he did. I mean, it is. I was thinking it was one of the Alabama schools, maybe or Louisiana schools.
Probably. Those guys they did, some of those schools, they do more dancing than they do playing.
Yeah. All right,
They're fun
guys.
to watch.
I gotta wrap it up. I gotta take my car in to get it fixed. So
She's got 500 listings to do today.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. Get some sales, get some listings up, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
I'll see you the next time I can get on.